Hey everybody, I'm Ashton.
And I'm Sequoia.
And today we're going to learn about the sun salute, the Surya Namaskar. Now, as legend has it, the mighty Hanuman created the sun salute to praise his teacher, the sun, whom he learned all the knowledge of the Vedas from. And so he created this sun salute to praise that teacher. Now, there are a lot of different versions of the sun salute out there. We're going to learn a basic one today, and then maybe at the end we'll throw a few other options on it. But first, we're going to learn the postures. Now, if you have a yoga mat at your house, that's great, but you don't need a yoga mat. All you need is some space to move your body around. So, we're going to start by learning some of the postures, and then we'll tie them all together with our breath. But we're going to start by standing at the top of our space. In this case, Sequoia has a yoga mat, so she's going to stand at the top of her yoga mat. Now, you want to make sure that your feet are steady and parallel, which means in the same line as one another, not turned out or turned in, but going in the same line forward. They can be together or a little wider, that's all fine. Strong legs, you want to stand up nice and tall so we're not slouching over at all. The nice broad chest. And this is the first posture called Tadasana, mountain pose. So where we'll move, before we move from mountain pose, we're going to check in with our breath. So go ahead and close your eyes and just notice the sensations of you breathing in and breathing out. Because the breath is going to link these postures as we move along. It's our guide to the pacing of the postures eventually. So we want to make sure we're really connected with our breath. Once you're connected with your breath, we'll start to learn some of the postures. So once we're in Tadasana, standing up nice and tall, reach up towards the sky, like you're trying to get your fingertips all the way to the ceiling or towards the sky if you're outside, and send your roots down by pushing your feet down as you're reaching your arms up. And then bow forward, bring your hands towards the floor. Now your hands might not reach the floor, and that's okay. You can always bend your knees a little bit. And in particular, if you feel a lot of strain on your back, then you can bend your knees a little bit more. That's our forward fold. But from here, we're gonna come up and bring our chest in line with the floor. So see Sequoia here, she's got a nice strong back, but she's really locking her legs out and put her weight back. So we're gonna lean forward a little bit. Yeah, look at this nice flat back here, but she does have her knees bent, and that's totally okay. She can bring her hands to her shins for a little more support, or maybe even down to the floor, but whatever feels better for you. Great job. Now plant your hands down flat on the floor, step your right leg back behind you, and lower your right knee down to the floor. You want to check that your left knee is about on top of your left foot or left ankle, but not far in front of it or behind it. And your right knee is either in line with your right hip or perhaps even further back if that feels okay. Now before coming up, give your legs a little squeeze together. So you're going to hug your left heel back and your right knee forward, and then reach up towards the sky. This is Anjaneya Asana, low lunge. This is another Hanuman pose. So Sequoia's reaching up towards the sky, reaching up through the front of her body. Soften the toes, and gently let the hips come forward and down as she's reaching the front of her body up. Great job, Sequoia. Go ahead, bring your hands to the floor. Step your feet back. Now you can keep the knees down and just lower straight down. Now it's our first one of these. We want to make sure we're really activating the right things. So flatten the tops of your feet and push them into the floor without using your arms. So to check, you can even float your hands away from the floor. Lift your chest and head away from your mat without using your arms. So you're just using the muscles of your back. See, that's all in her back. Ooh, but keep pressing the feet down. Yeah, good job. Now lower down. Once you know that you're using your back and what that feels like, bring your hands about underneath your elbows. Get nice and broad through the chest, and you're still gonna lift from the back first, but then you can add your arms as well. So inhale and lift up. This is called Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Look at that, great job. Strong arms, nice and long through the top of her head, just pressing down through her feet. Great job, Sequoia. Lower down, press the floor away and send your hips up and back. This is downward dog. Now for downward dog, you want your hands about shoulder width distance apart, maybe a little wider, maybe a little closer, and your feet about hip width distance apart, maybe a little wider, maybe a little closer. But look how long her stance is here. Sequoia, walk your feet a few inches forward. There you go. And now you can really push back through here. But again, if you feel this a lot in your back, go ahead and bend your knees a little bit. You can still soften your heels down towards the floor. But if to get your legs straight means you're really feeling a bend in your back, then keep your knees bent, no problem. But keep pushing the floor away, hips back, your heart towards your legs. Great job. Are you breathing? All right, so moving from the right leg again, pick your right leg up and step it towards the top of your mat. Lower your left knee down. Check that your right knee's on top of the ankle. So here, maybe you gotta walk it forward a little bit. Don't always land right away. Oh, no, but keep that knee back. There you go. Walk this another inch or two forward. So see, the knee's right on top of the ankle. And if she starts going too far forward, wow, that's no bueno, or even her heel's coming up. So maybe even walk it another half an inch. There you go. Now hug your legs in and inhale, reach up towards the sky. Great job. Nice shoulder blades softening on the back, nice and wide as they rotate up as you reach for the sky. This is actually Anjaneya, which is another name for Hanuman, about to leap across the Indian Ocean in the story of the Ramayana. All right, go ahead, bring your hands down to the floor and step up with your left foot. Inhale, bring your chest parallel to the floor just like we did before. Bend your knees a little bit, a little stronger back. There you go. And then exhale, take a forward fold. You can reach down towards your toes or the floor, but you don't have to reach the floor. And remember, you can always have your knees bent. So let the head hang, bring your hands low, bring your hands down. Yeah. And then inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. And then bring your hands in front of your chest and heart. So that's one round of the Surya Namaskar. But now we're going to try it linked with our breath. So I'm going to cue it this time with the breath. Try to keep pace with us, but really you want to learn how to incorporate your own breath to guide your movement. So this is only a guide to begin with. And then once you try it a few times on your own, you want to make sure that you're linking it at the pace of your breath. You ready, Sequoia? Okay. Stand up nice and tall at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bow forward towards the floor, fold in half, all the way down. And then inhale, half lift, come parallel to the floor. Exhale, plant your palms down, step your right foot back, knee down. And inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your left foot back and lower down to the floor. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Exhale, lower, press back, downward dog. Inhale, pick up your right foot. Exhale, step it up to the top of your mat, left knee down. And inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down, step up with your left foot. Inhale, bring your chest parallel to the floor. Nice strong back here. Think cobra on your back. Bend your knees. There you go. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice your heartbeat, your breath. Stand up nice and tall. Now, the Surya Namaskars are a great thing to do first thing when you wake up in the morning. They get blood flowing, they get our internal energy, our prana moving, and it's a good way to greet the sun. So give it a try, and hey, once you do it a few times at the pace of your breath, if you want to start adding some other moves and getting creative and fun with it, no problem. Have a go at it. That's our Surya Namaskar. Thank you, Sequoia. Thank you for watching and joining us today. We'll hope to see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.